Well, praise God and welcome to Believe a Whole Nother Light, everybody. Tonight, we're going to cover, if we can get this to cooperate, we are going to cover 2 Corinthians chapter 10. See how many verses we got? Okay, we're talking about bringing our thoughts into obedience tonight. So, we're going to do kind of sort of a cliff notes, but this is important. We're going to begin with verses 3 through 5. Yeah, if I can get technology. There we go. Okay. Verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Oh, and I love this verse here. Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. But the weapons of our warfare, this goes along with the whole armor of God. And this is something I need to remember, especially when I'm under spiritual attack, is to put on the whole armor of God. Now, verse number 5. This is one of my favorite verses from 2 Corinthians. Casting down imaginations. And, oh, great. Battery remote. Please forgive me. These things happen with technology, and so I have to adapt to the situation here and get to a power source. There we go. Casting down imaginations. And every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Now, there's a part of me that wants to put after, in between down and imaginations, they wants to put down vain imaginations, you know? Because any imagination that goes against the will of the Lord, especially that leads to sin, should be considered a vain imagination. Okay, now we're going to go to verses 13 through 15. And, of course, we're going to if there's something of import, we'll probably camp out here. But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which God hath distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. I think what Paul is trying to say is, to not boast of something of which we are not measured against, but really to glory in God and send some of His grace that He's distributed to us. Verse 14, for we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure. We, though we reach not unto you, for we are come as far as to you, also in preaching the gospel of Christ. Verse 15. I hope this verse 15 makes a little bit more sense and context. Not boasting of things without our measure, that is, of other men's labors, but having hope, when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you, according to our rule, abundantly. Now, it's not very often that I depart from the King James Bible, but there's times when I, forgive me, don't understand something that's mentioned in the King James. So, it's these times that I go for one of the more modern translations. Okay, we're going to read this in the modern. But we will not build beyond proper limits, but within the boundaries with which God appointed to us, which reach even to you. For we don't stretch ourselves too much, as though we didn't reach to you. For we came even as far as to you with the gospel of Christ, not boasting beyond proper limits. Something that what it means is, don't boast beyond, your own merits. Don't overinflate your view of yourself, if you know what I mean. And I know in some cases that can be hard, but it'll be a lot easier. My hope is that Friday's show will be a lot more prepared and put together. This has been an interesting day, to say the least. A very interesting day. And I'm hoping that I can help you. I hope you enjoy listening to the Leona Light. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the Leona Light family. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, remember who you are. Read your scriptures. And please, please, please preach the gospel. There's a hurting world out there that needs us. We just need to stay strong in Him, knowing that He cares about us. And guys, I'm hoping that Friday's production is a lot better. Take care and God bless y'all.